In this video, I'm going to show you the process of weaving all of this fabric and turning it into a coat. Believe it or not, for this whole gigantic rainbow project, I only used 3 different kinds of yarns. Noro Ito, Noro Ginga in 2 colors, and Alize Astrakhan. I chose the 2 Noro yarns because they're both self-striping, which means that the yarn changes colors to give your project a striped design. As I wound the yarn onto the bobbins, the color would change a few times, so I didn't necessarily know what colors were hiding inside because the last color that was wound on the bobbin was the only color you could really see. So each bobbin was basically a color mystery. A lot of what you'll see me doing in this time lapse is creating striped patterns using 2 shuttles at once. So basically I'm weaving 2 rows with one bobbin and then 2 rows with another. What made this project especially fun was that because of the mystery bobbins, I couldn't really plan the colors of my design. I just let the yarn decide what was going to come next. So the fabric almost felt like it was weaving itself, and I was just there to guide it by responding to creative impulses, like making stripes or changing out a bobbin for another color. To wash my fabric, I filled the tub with hot water and Eucalyptus wool wash, soaked the fabric for about 15 minutes, wrung it out, and then hung it up to dry overnight. I ended up with about 11 meters of woven fabric, which is by far the most I've ever made before. I even had to take it outside to see the whole thing laid out. I knew I wanted to make a coat out of this super cozy wool fabric, so I found a pattern in the Saori Black Book. Number 45, an oversized, drapey, cardigan-like coat. To make this coat, I needed rectangles that were each 160 centimeters long. So I laid out my fabric in the grass, picked out my favorite sections, measured them, and then cut them out. Here are the 3 rectangles that I picked for my jacket. I then sewed straight lines along the edges where I made my cuts to keep the fabric from unweaving itself. I also decided to unpick a few rows of yarn so my edges would have these cute little fringes. I then measured some stuff and pinned here and there. And my kitty Frankie kept me company. We're done! Here's how the finished coat turned out. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more weaving videos.